Hello and welcome to the third episode of the season of the Kent Football Show. Today we're at the home of high-flying Bromley FC. I'm your host Kweku Afari. I'm going to take you on a deep dive of the great and good of grassroots football in Kent. So sit back, relax and enjoy it. Coming up in the show, we've got club interviews with Bromley FC, Ashford United and Kent FA's Club of the Year for 2023, Kings Hill Football Club. Rebecca Moore tells us about Kent's first women's casual league for over 30s. We catch up with the East Kent Youth League and Faversham Strike Force to discuss spectator sideline behaviour. Our very own Aidan Ainsley heads to Cuxton 91 FC to talk grass pitches. Next we meet Mackenzie, a young volunteer who's reached 250 volunteering hours through the Next Gen app. Kent FA's Harry Burgess heads to Whitstable Town to learn more about their walk-in football opportunities. We enjoy your latest moments of the match. Does your team feature? It's time for a County Cup match report with Margate versus XL Academy for the DFDS Kent Women's Plate quarter-final. And finally, you have the ever-popular Crossbar Challenge with Rustle FC. First up, we're here at the home of Bromley FC. So I caught up with the head of community, Matt Hall, to find out about their Community Sports Trust Programme. Let's check it out. Firstly, thanks for having us, Matt. Very, very impressive surroundings here at Bromley. We talked a bit off camera about how much things have changed here. You're a man that's worn many hats at Bromley. Talk about the different roles you've had at the football club.
Have worn and still wear. It's a real pleasure to be in this environment. I know yourselves have been impressed having looked around. So I came down as a supporter probably 12, 13 years ago now on the terraces, getting behind the team. We were averaging about 250, 300 people a game now. Very different nowadays. And I started off editing the programme and I took the reins of stadium announcer as a 17-year-old, which I still do now. Very, very much enjoy that. I've been able to announce at Wembley twice, which has been incredible, having seen Bromley play there twice as well, more importantly, and won on the most recent occasion, which was fantastic. I started the match commentary as well, which we still do now, home and away games, commentating for National League TV and Bromley FC Live, and that's particularly important during COVID when people weren't able to come to the games, and we formed a real connection with the football community through our show, which was lauded as one of the better ones in the league, so very, very pleased with that. Club secretary, football administration, man of many roles, and most importantly, head of community, which has been an absolute privilege to help mould, along with our fantastic board of trustees, the community provisions that we put on here at the football club. As the biggest borough in London, it's something we need to be doing, getting out there in the community. We're currently working with children from 18 months up to people who are 91 and into their 90s. So, I'm a man of many responsibilities.
You talk more about that Community Sports Trust Programme that you've got going on here at Bromley. Something a bit different. I want to know about what it's doing in the community of Kent.
So we started the community provisions when I started work here full-time about 5-6 years ago, and then we took the step to become a charity aside from the football club in 2021. So it's a post-COVID world, a very challenging environment as well. We planned to do it prior to that. COVID put the brakes on it, put a huge delay on it, but we got there. And the idea behind it is to recognise that everything both we as a charity do and what the football club do, what the academy do, is to benefit the community. People often forget, first and foremost, your supporters are a huge part of your community, as well as people away from the club. And we try and kind of cater for everything. We have a range of programmes that go on, which started out with things like children's soccer schools and half-term soccer camps, things like that. We've now diversified. We're not just doing football. We've got yoga. We've got gymnastics. We do support for people who are lonely and isolated, older people. We've got a dementia support programme as well, which has been very, very popular. And our most recent addition has been to support veterans in all kinds of services. Once a month here, they come down. We've had the Chelsea pensioners come down as well, which has been incredible. And the connection between the club and the community is just constantly growing.
Thank you so much, Matt. Thanks so much for that, Matt. That was some incredible insight into what Bromley are doing in the community. And fingers crossed you guys can gain promotion. If your club has a story to tell, then make sure you drop us an email at info@kentfa.com. Now, we all know how fast the women's game is growing, so we caught up with Kent FA's Rebecca Moore, who set up Kent's first women's casual league.
So Tonight we're going down to Aylesford for the launch of our over 30s Women's Casual League. It's been a long time coming and a high demand league, so buzzing to see it all come to life and see all the ladies down enjoying themselves. And I am the manager and I play for Vintage Ancorians, and this has been the first night where the Kent FA Vets League has started, and it's been absolutely amazing, the participation we've had. It's been a long hard journey for the Vets League to get up and started, but with the help of Becky and Will and the Kent FA we've managed after 2, 3, 4 years to actually get it up and running, and it's been amazing. It actually allows women of my sort of age group, 40s, 50s and 60s, to get back on the pitch and play some great football. And thank you to the Kent FA for actually making this happen. It's been amazing. Thank you.
Fantastic work, ladies. It's so great to see so many women enjoying the beautiful game. And if you want to find out more about female playing opportunities, then make sure you drop the team an email at development@kentfa.com. Now, we all know that sideline behaviour is declining, but what can we do to stamp it out? The East Kent Youth League has set up a silent sideline weekend to try and tackle this. So of course, we went to find out more. Plus, we caught up with our friend Archie, who talked to players from Faversham Strike Force to find out how negative sideline behaviour is affecting them.
So I'm delighted to be joined by Bev Latham and Caroline Richards from the East Kent Youth League. Bev and Caroline, thanks for joining us. Now, the East Kent Youth League have been really big advocates of the FA's Silent Support Initiative, not only supporting the national weekends, but also creating your own weekend. So why have you supported it so much? Why have you got behind the initiative?
Well, obviously because after the second Silent Sport weekend, where coaches could coach, coaches could talk, parents were silent and very positive. I would actually call it a positive weekend. Children played. We decided, therefore, we would actually hold one ourselves in amalgamation with the other local league, the Faversham Youth League. Basically because they play on the same pitches, the same area, so therefore we want to do the same thing. And it is basically to see that children actually really love the fact that they are enjoying the game. The coaches are coaching them in a very positive way. The referee can actually explain to them all everything that's going on and the mistakes they learn. It's a learning curve for all of them, and parents are then positive rather than trying to be coaches from the spectator side.
Hi, I'm Archie at Faversham Strike Force Training to ask them questions about parents' behaviour on the sideline. What would you say to parents that shout at you from the sideline?
Just give us some space, we're doing the best we can, we can't do anything more, we wouldn't do anything other than that.
How does it feel when a spectator shouts at you from the sideline?
Well, when a spectator shouts at me from a sideline, I feel like I can't play football like how I usually do. Like, it fixes up my whole mentality, and like I can't even kick a ball because there's so much pressure from them. And when they shout at me saying like, oh, the pass was wrong, it feels like I'm doing everything wrong.
How do you think we could stop the negative abuse and behaviour from the sidelines?
I think they just have to feel how we would feel, put themselves in our boots, like how if they were getting shouted at, how they would feel, and just need to think about what they say.
Fantastic work there from the East Kent Youth League in terms of tackling sideline behaviour, and a massive thank you to our roving reporter Archie. Now, we caught up with Kings Hill Football Club, the winner of Kent FA's Grassroots Club of the Year, to find out more about their player pathways.
So we're here at Kings Hill Football Club, our 2023 Club of the Year, and I'm delighted to be joined by Barry, head of adult male football at the club, and Andy, the recently appointed chairman. You guys are one of the few clubs in the county that are 3-star accredited and have complete adult and youth male pathways, adult and youth female pathways, and disability pathways. What does that mean to the club, and how have you kind of grown those pathways?
Yeah, I mean, we like to think that we've got roots through to for all sections of the club. From a sort of boys mix perspective, we've got teams right the way through under fives, right the way through to ultimately walk-in football. And at the younger ages, we try to cater for all abilities. So we've in the younger ages we try to form 4 teams per age group, and then gradually reduce that down as we get to the older age groups. But then what we're looking to do as our teams get into the older age groups. We use Kent Youth League, we use local league, so we get all abilities the opportunity to play. Around 75% of our members are local on Kings Hill, so it gives people the opportunity to play for their local club. And then what we've done is try to develop our adult section. So we've now got a men's first team in the Kent County League, we've got a reserve team, we've got an under-23 team, as well as a Sunday men's team and a vets team. And what we want to do is bring our players through so they don't stop playing at 18. They get the opportunity to continue to play for the club in an adult section if they want to continue playing adult football.
Andy, to bring you in on the kind of the girls' side and the disability side, what does that look like for the club? How have you grown and sustained those?
Yes, I think as a club we felt it was important to offer the same opportunities for all. So our girls section started around about 10 years ago. We've got girls playing in our Wildcat Centre, which are sort of 4 or 5 years old, all the way up to adult football now. Our first 2 teams started back then, and we've tried to grow. We're now up to 13 junior sides and 2 adult teams, ranging from under 8s up to the 2 adult sides.
Barry, just coming back to you finally, what next for the club? What's kind of the next thing you'd like to see the club, move on and achieve?
Yeah, good question. I mean, as I say, we've grown rapidly, but I think where we're looking at from a boys and mixed section, I think we're kind of bursting at the seams. Maybe we're aiming to continue to grow our girls section and our women's section, and also the Jets area. But from a first team perspective, both women and men, I think the next step is to try and get the facilities to the level where we can push up the football pyramid a little bit. And ideally, our dream is to see both the women's and the men's first team playing in the early rounds of the FA Cup. So, there's work to do both on and off the pitch, but that's really where our aspirations are, and maybe it gives the youngsters in the club the opportunity to see, if they really do well, then there's an opportunity to go and do that and fulfil that as well. So.
That's fantastic, and what an aspiration to have on FA Cup third round weekend when we're filming this. Thank you so much for having us here this morning. We better get off because I think the girls are about to kick off shortly, but it's been a pleasure. Thank you so much for having us, and we look forward to seeing what the club do next.
Outstanding work there from Kings Hill, who continue to provide incredible inclusive opportunities. Now, when it comes to grassroots football, everybody knows how hard it is to maintain grass pitches. But we caught up with Cuxton 91, who are known for their gold standard when it comes to grass pitches. Let's check them out.
Okay, yeah, so thanks for having us down to Cuxton this morning. It's a nice cold one for us, but
you're welcome.
Yeah, tell us a little bit about the grass pitch improvement programme and how it's gone for you.
Okay, so we're 4 years in now. We've just received our sort of last payment from the FA. We're 4 years into a 6-year programme. We started out by having pitches that were very difficult to maintain, especially this one that you're looking at today. We had drainage issues with this one. We got invited to a meeting some years ago to Kent FA, and we had somebody down from Wembley, I think, who explained what the FA were trying to achieve with regards to having better pitches, and we signed up to it. We were already spending money on trying to maintain it ourselves, but the extra money that we get through Kent FA means that we can maintain our pitches to a better standard.
So we're awarding you with this plaque to say, well done on putting together a really good surface and ensuring that the quality of the pitches is great for players to play on.
It's very kind of you, Aidan. Thank you.
No problem at all.
Cheers,
brilliant.
Thank you.
Kweku, back to you.
Thanks, Aidan, and congratulations to Cuxton 91 FC for being recognised for your grass pitches. Now, in Kent, opportunities are opening up for people with additional needs. So we caught up with Ashford United to find out more about their disability provisions.
Hi, this is Jeff Davis here. I'm at Ashford United Football Club with Dan Ambler, who's the founder of the Pan Disability football team that we see here today. Dan, great to meet you.
And you.
And can you tell us, when did you first start the disability football team?
Well, we started the team up about 18 months ago. We recognised that there was a massive gap in the area in Ashford with no teams offering any disability football. Our closest was actually Maidstone, which is about 20 miles away from here. So I started the team because of my son, who is autistic and 9 years old. He tried a few mainstream teams, but unfortunately didn't get offered to play. So that's why we set it up over here.
Okay, great. You tell me that you have some days you may have, depending on what the weather is. We've got 26 here today, but normally 50. So what do the kids get out of this session?
Oh, they get all sorts out of it, to be honest with you. They get to meet new people. Quite a few of our children are homeschooled as well. Opportunity to have some exercise, fun, enjoy playing football without being judged. All about meeting people at our club.
Now we're going to have some people who's watching this who want to start a pan disability football team. What would you say would be the best piece of advice you could give them when they was first beginning to start?
So the first thing is to understand every single person is an individual. Everyone has individual needs. No two people are the same. So be patient, teach at their level essentially, and just go for it. The more people that get involved in disability football in the country, the more rewarded it would be for everyone.
Thanks, Dan. So if you're thinking about running some pan ability football, contact the Kent FA. Hopefully we can get Dan here to come down for advice, and that could be individuals or clubs. So Dan's going to go and do the training session. I'm going upstairs for a cup of tea.
Great work, everyone. And if you want to find out more about your club's disability provisions, then make sure you drop us an email at development@kentfa.com. Now, the grassroots football is reliant on the selfless work of volunteers, and we caught up with one of them, Mackenzie, who's racked up over 250 hours via our Next Gen app. Let's find out what volunteering means to him.
Today, I'm joined by Mackenzie, who has successfully managed to accumulate 250 hours within the Next Generation Kent FA volunteering app. Mackenzie, thanks so much for coming along. Can you tell us a bit about your volunteering journey and what volunteering means to you at all?
So I train once a week and play once a week. I also goalkeeper coach on a Thursday night for Larkfield under 14s. I referee when I can because I think it's very good for young people who have a good understanding of the game so they can put their opinion on it. And volunteering for me, it's just like a good way to get out, get exercise in. And for me, I wasn't the most confident when I started, but now I'm in there. I feel like I'm influencing people like me who wasn't confident. Almost if he can do it, I can do it type of thing.
In terms of talking to someone who's maybe thinking about getting into volunteering, what would you say to them in terms of the advice that you would give who maybe want to make that leap and step into volunteering?
So I feel like I've always wanted to help someone out. I'm always trying to help people, but it's just like if and when I do it. And I kind of feel like, although I'm now 15 and I've done it quite early, I still think I could have done it a lot earlier. So I feel like as soon as you hit that age of 13 or 14, I feel like no matter what, as long as you've got like a good group around you who allow you to exit, like for example, my brother's manager lets me coach his keeper. We just need to find the people around you. And as long as you've got support, you can go as far as you want.
Mackenzie, huge congratulations. You managed to hit 250 hours and here's your plaque to congratulate you with that. Best of luck for your future.
Great work, Mackenzie. You are a true asset to your club. And if you want to find out more about volunteering and grassroots football, then make sure you drop us an email at development@kentfa.com. Now, football's a sport that should be enjoyed by anyone of any age. So the Kent FA's Harry Burgess caught up with Whitstable Town FC to find out more about their walk-in football opportunities.
Hi guys, we're here at Whitstable Town today. As a wise man once said, it's freezing. We're here to see the walking football session, found out a bit more about walking football and interview a few of the guys. I'm joined by Steve Aslett, who's player manager at Whitstable Town Walking Football Team. Do you want to tell us a bit about the team, Steve?
Yeah, we were formed here just over 2 years ago. We joined the Kent Walking Football League, and we've come here and train here on a Monday night from 7:30 till 9. We start off with some exercises and then move through to some drills and then play a game for an hour after that.
Can you give us one word to describe walking football and why that one word fits for you?
Fun.
Fun?
Fun, yeah. Because basically I'm not very good at football, but I just enjoy it.
Brilliant.
Been doing it for about, 3 years now, I should think, and it's always been great fun. They put up with me. I can't kick a ball straight, but what matters, is coming out here and get some exercise and enjoying themselves.
Can you give us one word to describe walking football and explain why that one word fits for you?
I'd say teamwork within ours, mainly because obviously it is fun, it is a group, but they're all now people I didn't know 18 months ago. I'd all consider them friends, and when we play, it is just a team.
Hopefully that's given you a bit of an insight into this really exciting and growing sport, walking football. It's a fantastic opportunity to keep physically healthy, to keep mentally healthy and to keep socially healthy, especially for those who may have been previously injured and are trying to get back into the sport. If you do want to get back into the sport and are interested in walking football, please get in contact with the County FA.
Thanks so much for having us, Whitstable Town. And if you want to find out about more walking football opportunities in your area, then make sure you drop us an email at development@kentfa.com. Now it's time for the ever popular moment of the match. Does your team feature?
Changeover in the quality of the corners from either side. Topolodge with a clearance up towards Cheek. Cheek holds it up for Whiteley to run onto. Whiteley running at right here. Whiteley to the edge of the box. Threads it in for Krauhaus. Opportunity! Finds the back of the ball from Krauhaus. A brilliant attack. Brilliant pass and composure from Corey Whiteley.
That was some high-class football there. And if your club want to feature a moment of the match, then make sure you drop us an email at info@kentfa.com. Now, hands off if you love a good match report. I certainly do. We caught up with Margate women as they took on the XL DFDS Kent Women's Plate. Let's check it out.
Here we are, a very blustery Hartsdown Park ahead of this afternoon's DFDS Kent Women's Plate third round tie between Margate and XL Football. Let's see some of the action. It's half time here in this DFDS Kent Women's Plate third round tie between Margate and XL Football, and it's the host Margate who lead 2-0 at the interval. A half dominated by strong winds in Margate's favour saw them hit the bar before two late goals gave them a 2-0 lead at the interval. All to play for in the second half though. Full time here at Hartsdown Park, and it's Margate 3, XL Football 0 in the DFDS Kent Women's Plate third round. A tough match played in really strong winds, and it was the host that came through it. 2 goals towards the end of the first half, and then a breakaway goal towards the end of the second secures their place in the quarterfinals of this year's competition. Congratulations to everyone at Margate, and best of luck. We're here with victorious Margate manager Steph Meek following their 3-0 win this afternoon in the DFDS Kent Women's Plate. How do you feel the game went?
Superb. I couldn't have asked for more, to be honest. Against league leaders, it was always going to be tough. We were always the underdogs. I don't think they offered a lot, and I think the girls put in a superb performance. I got ecstatic. Yeah.
Yeah, we were just saying it's like with the wind against you in the second half, we thought they might come on, but you managed it really well, limited their chances, and carried on and through to the next round of the cup.
Yeah, and that was it. With the wind on our side in the first half, I asked them to put the game to bed. 2-0 in at half time. You know, you can't rely on that being the end result because they had the win in the second half. But yeah, they put the effort in, the slog, and scored against the wind in the second half. So yeah, I couldn't ask for more. Clean sheet against top of the league.
Congratulations and best luck for the rest of the competition.
What a great game from both teams. Now it's time for my favourite part of the show. It's the crossbar challenge. Last time out, XL Academy got a very respectable 5. This time it's the turn of Rustle FC. Let's see how they got on.
Hi guys, we're here for another crossbar challenge. We're here with Rustle. They're celebrating their 125 years this year. So let's see how they can do. The record stands at 5. They got a minute on the clock. Let's see how they get on. Okay. Right, 3, 2, 1. Unlucky, get your footballs once you're done. Oh, I don't know, was that one? Maybe. Get a bit closer, guys, you can do to the edge of the area. Oh, there's at least one. Guys, you got to the edge of the area. There's 3. Go, go, go. How long they got? 4. That's 5. One at a time, guys. One at a time. Coordinate it. Where are your footballs? Oh no! No! 3, 2, 1, time! Cheers, guys! Russell with 5, that's a joint record. If you think you can do better, get in touch.
And that's it for the third episode of the Kent Football Show. I hope you enjoyed it. I certainly did. Make sure you're liking, commenting and subscribing, but most importantly, make sure you join us next time.